Alright, welcome back. We're continuing... Wait. What else is over here? Arm Master. Yeah, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. We have... We're still in the dimension. What the heck is this? Oh, these are all... Wow, I've done none of these. Granted, some of them you can't do, but like... Damn. Do I have enough to level up one of these? Let's see, I'm missing an arrow. I use sword probably. I mean, I usually open with sword. You don't have enough rare codes, so it doesn't matter.
Startup. Iris, shut down.
Alright, where are we? Arrow legion. It's sucked into the vortex. Bam.
Hey! Can anyone hear me? Yet?
Oh, this guy.
Here.
Yeah, I know how to... what do you mean, called Beast Legion? As if I don't know. Like, at this point, you got 4 legions. Tell me you... Tell me at this point I wasn't able to, like, run across all this other stuff? I like apparently don't know how to call legions.
Over here.
No oh my god. What happened in this file? Shut your mouth. Did they make this file first? Or like we had to like super tutorialize everything. Like what's happening? Sword to go across.
Iris, startup. Iris, shut down.
Like it almost feels like they really did make this chapter first or something. I swear, that guy yells at me again. 2 feet away from him.
Hey!
Shut up! Shut up!
Yes.
I'm right here! Oh my god, shut your mouth!
Over here! I know you're out.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, Gabe. Oh my god.
Hey! Can anyone hear me? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm walking over.
Oh, it's you. I should have known not just anyone would answer the call. My sensors are all blown, so I couldn't tell it was you until I could see you up close.
What are you doing here?
Me? Well, I was just passing through when I heard about the explosions.
I'm not saving your ass this time. I'm saying every
Figured
bad
I'd come check
answer I
them out.
can after this.
That's when that Beast Legion turned me into a chew toy. So hey, I kinda need your help finding some missing parts again.
No.
What do you say? Help me out for old time's sake?
No.
Since my scanners are offline, why don't you use your iris instead and look around?
What do you mean? How do you know?
Iris, startup.
What the fuck? He turned it on for me!
Iris, shut
What
down.
do you think? Find anything?
Maybe, maybe not.
You know what? Why don't I just check your iris data myself?
What the fuck?
Whoa, wait a minute. You got the Beast Legion back on its leash, huh? That could come in handy. Take it for a walk and see if it turns anything up.
actively upset about this file. The subway was like the start of it. I didn't realize they were gonna harass me into the dimensional vortex here by making this drone guy never shut the hell up. Oh my god.
Something's
How many
definitely up with
tutorials
the
do they
ground
need to
over
give
there.
me?
Let's have the Beast Legion dig it up. It's an organic motor drive battery.
Oh really?
There's a special fermenting agent inside, but you'd probably rather not know what.
It's an organic motor battery.
still missing
You
some
don't think
parts,
when you
but
picked up the
not
item
picking
and
up any
said
of them
that?
around here.
You had to tell me again?
Wait a second. If the Beast Legion can track sounds like a dog and dig like a dog, it should be able to smell like a dog too, right? I mean, track by scent, not, you know, smell like a dog.
Does that mean that we need to sniff the drone? Or do we just continue on?
You got the beast lead. That could come in handy.
This means continue on. Can I get that? Thank you. Here, give send. Yeah, here. Sniff this battery.
That's everything. Now bring him on home, would you?
I'd rather not. Yeah, I see that. Where is it?
Iris startup. Information display.
Oh.
Iris shut down.
That's not gonna work. No. Okay, that's not. That's all you need. That's all you need to do. When a new enemy spawns, you can do that. You don't need to have like a cinematic cut. You can have a focus cam, sure. You know what? Just for fun. It bothers me that they have the correct answer for some of this sometimes, and then other times they're just like, you know what?
Iris startup.
You really need to know that there's an enemy here. Why? Like, you really need to see this enemy here, even though you've seen it a million times. Like, did I need to see that?
Reboot complete.
I hate this guy now.
Feels great to be back
Just for
online.
these 5 lines of dialogue
We
of
gotta stop being
harassing
like
me
this.
just running over to him.
Next time, I'll make it up to you. I swear.
No, you won't.
Hey, wait a second. I'm getting a faint biosignal nearby. Man, the noise in here is crazy. But this signal's definitely human. The Beast Legion must have dragged someone else in before you made it roll over. Time to save the day, huh? Let's go.
Split pillars. Alright. This I actually do need to read. Fragments of a pillar of astral matter that was split into 3. Your astral chain can drag parts together again. Okay. So we're just corralling them. Okay, why did that not work? Yeah, oh, okay. It's the blue thing you need to drag them into. Shit. Shit! Oh, God. Okay. Wait. Oh, I think those are... Wait, what are those? I think there's, like, hearts next to thing. Is that, like, auto revives? What are you talking about? Oh, I hate this game right now. I hate it so much. What's the play here? No! Fuck. That one, those are on me. I'm not gonna yell at the game for that. As much as I'd like to. Get me the hell out of here, dude. Put me back in normal levels again. Let's see, what are they? Oh, I didn't do this before. I don't have this chest. I am kind of like baffled at like how much stuff I missed. Alright, we need 9 more. What do we get? More defense. That will like, give us like an actual... this last one will give us like an ability probably. And let's see, so we'll need 27 rare codes, it looks like probably. Yeah. And a total of, there's 12 there. $16. $16 the other thing. 27.16. I'm missing a bunch of cats. There's cats hidden around apparently. I mean, the red matter remover stuff makes sense. So I guess there are some of these that make sense because like you just, without all the legions you can't unlock everything. 85%. That means the chapters or the file's pretty close to being done though.
Iris startup.
Which means there's probably not
That's
much.
odd. The
Iris
signal was
shut down.
definitely coming from here.
What signal? What are we looking at?
There's those shapes again. Whatever they are.
They were all human, once.
Jenna!
Then they were brought here, to be archived. Someday they'll return to Earth, to hunt and bring back others to make like them, as chimeras.
So this whole place is made of people.
How anthropocentric of you. Not only humans, but everything on Earth comes here. The Earth isn't being corrupted, or whatever you might call it. It's being brought here, bit by bit. Or should I say, brought back here. Think of this as a storage unit, kept by unknowable masters. Our extinction is merely their reorganization. When you think of it that way, it doesn't seem so bad, does it?
What? It doesn't seem so bad. People are... The whole planet is... It's being destroyed!
It's already been destroyed apparently,
It is.
except for like one city.
So now what will you do about it? This place is vast, far larger than planet Earth. Infinite, for all intents and purposes. A tide the likes of which you can't imagine swells before you. How long do you think you'll last against it?
But... We have to...
By the way, how is the other twin? Still alive then, I take it. That's too bad. I can still remember when I first heard about you two. Twins
I was just gonna say,
brought
first
into
stabbed
the
it.
world right in the middle of the pandemic, as it ravaged Zone 09 20 years ago. Am I mistaken?
You were born during the pandemic?
Oh, those two are quite famous in scientific circles. The devil's children, born from corruption, they said.
Jesus, that's...
If that brave officer hadn't taken you under his wing, you'd probably still be strapped to a lab table. And yet, yes, you've grown so much. But I haven't changed since that day. I'll give you some parting advice. Your power, it's not the blessing you think it is. Be very careful, especially around that man. Take a long look at that. Next is up to you.
Sorry, I just sneezed.
Shit,
The
she's
hell did
getting
she
away!
give
Come
us?
on, we gotta stop her!
Do we? She just told Jade kind of lore dropped on us.
Look, I know that was a lot to take in, but there'll be plenty of time to think when Jenna's in handcuffs!
What? Who is this guy?
Iris startup.
He knows way too much. And he's not telling us any of it. At least Jenna tells us shit. I feel like the last 9%. That train I wasn't able to go into. Oh, I probably need to use... I could probably throw a Legion over that wall, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I definitely messed it up. Oh well.
You're quite persistent, aren't you? I'd hoped we could keep it to a friendly chat today. I can't let you catch me just yet.
That's fine. Okay, well, you can't. Listen, I thought we were keeping it to a chat. Now you're throwing Pokeballs at me.
Proto-Legion.
Also, our gas mask is off suddenly. I don't know why. I'm fine with that. But I just don't know why that happened.
Those are what she stole from the ARI.
Here, wrap them both up. You guys think your Proto-Legions will stop me? Nope. It should have. Nope. It should be peace. Howl, howl, howl. Thank you. Sword. Unchain. Axe, crash bomb. No! Use that, please. Alright, that was sick. More fights like that, please.
There you are. I've been trying to get a hold of you. How are things going down there?
Oh, hey, the civilians who got trapped in the subway are all right. Jenna got away before we could catch her, but...
Shut up! Random drone?
Wait, is that a drone?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, who is this? What are you doing on this channel?
Yeah, get the hell off.
I'm just a friend.
Wait a minute. No civilian should be able to access this channel, and I think I know that stutter.
Who is
You're
it?
from the technical division. Hal, right?
What? I'm not... Hal who? I'm just an innocent bystander.
Okay, now I know it's you. The ace programmer of the technical division, who never actually comes into the office. You know, for someone who stays inside all the time, you sure do manage to get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, you fuck.
Okay, this may be the first you've heard of him, but Hal's one of us. He's a programmer in Neuron's technical division.
Oh my god, no wonder he knows so
Neuron
much.
snatched him up from high-tech forensics
Why are you
because
such
he
a
can
piece
coach
of shit?
circles around everyone else. But, meat space isn't really his scene. Most people don't even know he exists. And everyone who does thinks he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
So it's nice that you two have made friends. Well,
No, we
nice
haven't.
for him, at least.
Hey, I can still hear you, you know.
Aha. So you admit it's you then, Hal?
What? No, Ugh.
I'm just teasing you, Hal. Okay, Alicia's on her way back now. I'll get the details from her. Come on home, but be careful around Hal. His geekiness might be contagious. And Hal, you should come by the station more often too. Maybe even in person sometime. See you.
Is she gone? Man, tough crowd. That was, the one with the pink hair, right? She seems interesting. I guess I better head on back too. Hey, let me see that data card for a sec.
Fine.
Okay, I've copied over all the data. Here's your card back. I'm thinking we should keep this whole data card business on the down low.
Why?
I mean, sure, Jenna is crazy, but I can't stop thinking about what she said. Be very careful around that man. Maybe there's something on this card that'll tell us why. I'll take a look and fill you in on the juicy bits later.
Well, I hate Hal now. We missed 2? How did I miss 2? Just thinking. This was the Astral investigation. I don't remember exactly what backup plan is. I think these are both somewhere in the subway. Because this was the, at least... Yeah, this had to have been the other middle one, which means there's... Or this one was the that like gate I found, which means there's something before it and something after it before. Because then this is saving Alicia, I think. Damn. Damn. How am I missing all these? Maybe if they weren't hijacking my camera every 3 seconds. To be like, look at this, look at this. Holy shit, there's a ton of things. So 34 cases? There's one side quest, or is that just for that? Okay, that's just for that. Alright, let's move on to the next chapter. Wait, is this correct? Yeah, this was a chord. We just did a chord. Actually, what's the final results? Yeah, we're on file 6. We are about to basically hit the halfway point. Okay, here we go. Whoa, what the hell? What's this? Police database info. Holy fuck. Okay. February 2043, Earth found itself faced with disaster brought by meteor impact that opened the gates of the astral plane. Matter the likes of which Earth has never seen leaks through... Wait, hold on. Matter the likes of which Earth has never seen leaks through the gate as toxic miasma, twisting everything it touches, eventually beyond recognition. That is a crazy sentence. We have come to call this process redshift. Okay, so basically, toxic miasma leaks through the gates. And then they just called that redshifting. At the current rate, redshift poses a very significant threat to our species. Not a word of this came as a surprise to me, and yet I had thus far been powerless to stop it. Must confess my judgment at the time was clouded. The prophets, those who find the future written in the past, have sought me out for my research. After all, we share an interest in human evolutionary potential. Are the prophets technically those 3 voices? I don't remember if there was something, because it was like prophet of greed, prophet of power, and all that stuff. I think. They had much to tell about the true history of our species. They say that humankind flourishes now like it has twice before. Previous 2 times, it met with utter ruin. Weighed in the balance and found wanting, the gates present a 3rd such test. Not that I took these prophets at their literal word, not at first. After all, their means are not scientific. However, even I cannot deny that all they have foretold came to pass. I pledged them all my species. I pledged them to my species that I would do all my power to stop this extinction, to save mankind. And they told me build an ark. With their guidance, I gathered a considerable staff and constructed a new home, where humankind found refuge from what might have been our doom. It has been an arduous undertaking, far beyond even myself, but luckily I have allies that I can trust to the grave. Now is the time for us to greet our future together. Excerpt from Dr. Joseph Calvert's collected notes. Alright, so these are all ARC data files. This is just how it starts this chapter, by the way, apparently. Megaflute ARC operational. In the early morning hours of Thursday, July 23rd, 2043, construction of the artificial island known as the ARC was finally completed. The ARC represents the combined efforts of all nations to protect humanity from the threat of corruption from the gates. Representatives from the interim Union World government say that they hope to bring welcoming residents as soon as possible. As of this writing, the ARC is moored offshore near Valparaiso, Chile. Selected residents, having cleared checks for data corruption, boarded Union patrol boats to make the first step towards their new homes this morning. The ARC will cease accepting new residents at 3 p.m. and prepare for the voyage to its permanent location far out in the Pacific Ocean, where experts say corruption will never reach. Alright, well that's objectively not true, as we know. The Union will resume accepting new residents once the ARC is in position. According to one Union official, he added that interested citizens should refer to Union notices for further information. Newspaper excerpt. Alright, gates to new scientific renaissance. Easy though it is to assume that the gates bring nothing but disaster to our planet, such an assumption disregards tremendous technological advancements they've made possible. One of these advancements is the X-Baton, a portable weapon of unparalleled flexibility, now standard issue for our police force. Is that a typo? Is that supposed to be through our research into the gates has led... This is like Thurol. Thurol. It is through our research into the gates has led us a whole new fields of scientific study, particularly the exciting fields of astral dynamics. We've even been able to harness some of the astral spark, the energy given off by the gates, turns towards human ends. The X-Baton itself is one such end. Powered as it is by the astral spark, the X-Baton can affect the gates in ways conventional weapons can't. With enough force, it can be used to destroy gates, closing them for good. Police carry considerable extra-dimensional power in the palms of their hands. This is but one of the ways we have learned to turn the power of the gates themselves to our own advantage. Alright, also in our Dr. Joseph thing from Per Aspera ad Archaeum. Anti-redshift medication. The Union government began distributing new anti-redshift medication to citizens of the ARC on March 1st, 2058, so 10 years later. This comes as a response to an uptick in markedly severe cases of redshift, believed to be caused by greater concentrations of corruption in the environment following recent gate appearances. Medicine developed by a team of specialists at the Aegis Research Institute may reduce the effects of exposure to gate miasma by up to 80% with one weekly dose. However, the ARI warns that they cannot guarantee similar effectiveness in the cases of direct contact with aberrations. Alright, ARC 09 residual corruption even. Examination report. Aegis Research Institute Counter-Corruption Department Head. 2704-2078. So this is like new. Goals of the examination to determine the level of data corruption still present in Zone 9, 20 years after the pandemic, and the feasibility of lifting the quarantine. Examination period 10 to 16, April 20th through 23, 2078. Experiment used integrated reality imaging system, IRIS. Staff examination, redacted. Results of the examination. 63 locations within 500 square meters of Zone 9 were flagged to indicate high amounts of corruption. These locations present a particularly high risk of dimensional instability, and examination staff visually confirmed the presence of several gates. Chance of chimeric evasion in these locations is 5 times higher than that in Grand Avenue, one of the areas outside of the exclusion zone most susceptible to chimeric attack. previous inspection conducted 10 years prior. Oops. Alright, a previous inspection conducted 10 years prior found 49 such areas. Results of these inspections suggest that the level of corruption within Zone 9 is indeed increasing over time. It's unknown whether the deposits of red matter found within Zone 9 have remained there since the pandemic, or whether there are new deposits. Tests on the samples have thus been inconclusive. These results suggest that Zone 09 is in no way ready for quarantine to be lifted. We suggest continuing to observe the condition in the zone remotely while working towards an effective decontamination solution. People on the rooftops. Have you heard rumors that people called the Uppers supposedly make their homes in illegal squats on top of buildings in the quarantine Zone 09? Whether it's true or just a figment of popular imagination, who can say? Not even the police are allowed to make such routine rounds in the zone, which was put under quarantine by the Union government after the pandemic. Question must be asked: who would willingly gather and live in an area known for dangerous levels of corruption? Who are these Uppers? Union holds that any living person found in quarantine zone is a trespasser from the outside zone and is potential danger to public safety. But some reviewers suggest that the Uppers are actually survivors or descendants of survivors of the pandemic, left to rebuild after the Union walled off the zone. Supposing that were true, though, that means the Union may have left uncorrupted survivors behind to fend for themselves against the dangers of the pandemic. Could it be true? One thing's for sure, when it comes to the Uppers, there's no shortage of questions and very few answers. The quarantine, the cases for and against. Arc Zone 09 was once a populous residential district, an easy place to live, both work and leisure near at hand. It remained that way for 15 years, when the Arc's worst nightmare came true. Uncountable numbers of civilians in Zone 9 redshifted in a very short time in what came to be called the pandemic. Okay, so the pandemic in this context is this redshifting within Zone 9. Or within the Arc. Still the largest disaster in the history of the Arc. The Arc's designers were prepared for this possibility and had a system in place to prevent heavy corruption from spreading from zone to zone. Zone 9 was swiftly sealed off from the surrounding areas with heavy quarantine walls. Luckily, the Zone 09 pandemic was the only time Union has found it necessary to use these walls. Thanks to the walls, zones that neighbor Zone 09 show no significantly higher levels of corruption than zones farther away. In that regard, the walls are a vital part of public safety in the Arc. On the other hand, independent sources suggest that survivors of the pandemic may remain alive in Zone 09, redshift-free but sealed off from the outside Arc by the very same walls. If they're in there, the Union does not acknowledge them and will not open the wall. If these rumors are true, they implicate the Union government in a wide-scale cover-up. Our hopes to believe that in erecting the walls around Zone 09, the Union exercised their better judgment for the good of the Arc. All on the Arc are subject to their rule. Let's hope it is a benevolent and honest rule. Watch out for hackers. A notice from the Arc police. Groups of damages caused by a hacker group calling themselves the Hermits are increasing throughout the Arc. We in the Arc police vow to expand our investigation into hacker activities. Until the individuals responsible are brought to justice, we ask that all civilians take great care in their use of all electronic devices and computer networks. Be sure to change your personal passwords often, especially those tied to banking services. Be warned, the Hermits are prepared to use any manner of trickery to acquire your personal information. A skilled hacker can steal your password and commandeer your information in a matter of seconds. Signs you may be under a hacker attack. Find records in your bank withdrawals you don't remember making. Credit and cash chip histories show unexplained transactions. You receive receipts from delivery orders you don't remember placing. You find your cash chip suddenly unusable. If you have evidence that could be useful in investigations against the Hermits, contact the Arc Police at Redacted. Okay, great. Right away. Please do not attempt to contact the police via electronic email because the Hermits may be reading it right now. Alright, July 2nd to 2078. Official public statements RE, the existence of chimeras as a vector for corruption. The following notice is approved by the Union government for public dissemination. As we are aware, the gates that plague our city bring more than atmospheric contamination. In the course of investigating the activities of known terrorist Jenna Anderson, the Union government became aware of the existence of life forms called chimeras, which enter our world through the gates to further the spread of corruption. The Union Committee is currently investigating the nature of Anderson's connection to these chimeras. ARC residents should be aware that chimeras are very physically powerful and generally invisible to the naked eye. However, please be assured that there is no need to panic. The ARC was constructed with avoiding corruption in mind. In addition to the shelters already established for use during mass gate outbreaks, the Union government has prepared for further measures to prevent you from chimeric attack. Foremost among these measures is a new counter-chimeric force within the ARC Police, the Raven Corps. Raven Corps is a team of highly qualified officers, the very best of the ARC Police has to offer. Tasked with protecting the city from an invisible threat, outfitted with cutting-edge weaponry developed at the Aegis Research Institute. These Ravens will soon be mobilized to ensure the safety of every zone on the ARC. Captain of the Raven Corps is a highly exceptional officer named Akira Howard. Wait, what? It's the brother. Alright, though young, Howard was handpicked by Dr. Joseph Calvert, an ARI's foremost authority on the astral plane, to lead the Corps. Further information on the other chimeras and at the Raven Corps will be made available at the upcoming Union press conference date to TBA. What was the date on this? Oh, this is like modern as well. Damn, there's a bunch of these. Alright. Computer report. Let's get through these. Alright, so the report. Is this report really necessary? More practice with the big puppet today. Hooray, Maximilian Howard. It's been half a year and I still can't get the damn thing to obey orders. The commander says psychological resonance or some such nonsense is necessary, and that's why we gotta be chained to it. No idea what it even wants, though. I should give up. I have more luck getting my kids to do what I want to say than this thing. Maybe I should start thinking of the thing as an ordinary kid or something. It couldn't be any less effective than what I'm doing now. I'll give that a shot tomorrow. So that's Max. Case reports. CEO 00012 closed. Investigation log filed some log ID that means basically nothing. Summary: disposal of one humanoid chimera and 4 civilian aberrations in Grand Avenue Zone 36. Officers involved: Max, Jin, and Alicia. Paperwork was properly filed and authorized granted prior to the disposal of the aberrations. Captain Howard handled the disposal of all targets. Due to a malfunction in Captain Howard's log apparatus during the action, no direct log remains. However, they were able to requisition footage from the surrounding security cameras. This footage is submitted in lieu of a formal log. We were unable to confirm a dramatic increase in corruption in the area and thus withdrew, leaving decontamination to the cleanup crew. Beyond the 4 aberrations, no civilian injuries are recorded. Captain Howard was lightly injured in the conflict, but no more than he usually is. Notes: we could really use more officers capable of responding to incidents like this one. I'm aware that the issue is one of control, namely our inability to control the legions beyond stopping them from going berserk. I'm also aware that even that is a fairly recent development. Officer Wong has made more progress than the rest of us in accurately guiding his legion. Perhaps I can pay more attention to the captain's training too. If nothing else, I'll try to stay out of the way and not make anything worse. Alicia. Alright, another case file that's closed. Summary: arrest of 2 hermit gang members in the act of vandalizing an ATM. Alicia and Billy Williams. 2 conventional police officers were injured by the suspects before Neuron arrived. 1 officer suffered a fractured right tibia. The other received several surface wounds and expects to recover in 1 week. Alicia. And another summary. Pursuit and arrest of one Hermit's gang member engaged in Grand Theft Auto, just Alicia. I performed the arrest following search support from police helicopters. With consideration to the surrounding area, I tailed the suspect to zone 21 point blah, 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 before forcing the stolen car to a stop with an electromagnetic disruptor round. Suspect's erratic driving during the attempted getaway caused multiple accidents across several zones, but luckily, no civilians were injured. Alright, now some other thing. Transfer to outside jurisdiction. Missing property investigation. No chimeric activity could be confirmed in the course of the investigation, so I handed the case over to Zone 36 Precinct to treat as normal case. Alicia notes. Though most of the previous reports of hermit activity only involved computer-related crimes, recently we've had more and more reports of their involvement in direct and even violent criminal activity. The change is cause for concern. The conventional police are completely unable to keep up with the hermits. They give even us in Neuron trouble. We should investigate the source of their newfound strength before they get any bolder. This might even warrant an investigation into their suspected base of operations in Zone 09. What? Alright. Oh god. Alright, so there's 3 of them I can't read. Zone 30 Maizen Forest, Gate Chimera Disposal. Carried out disposal of 5 gates and 14 humanoid-type chimeras appearing in Maizen Forest. Maizen Forest? I forgot how they said it earlier. Engaged with targets far from residential areas. No human casualties to report. No injuries to officers either. Due to the high number of gates appearing in the area in a short time, public access to the area is prohibited in the next 7 days. Security perimeter will be enforced by reinforced drone security. Alright, location 21. Energy Processing Center. Large chimera disposal. Responded to gate appearance at Zone 21 Energy Processing Center, made visual confirmation of the large gel-type chimera, codenamed Hades. Appearance of the chimera necessitated formation of an ad hoc disposal team. To reduce potential damage to the facilities, we lured Hades back to the gates and engaged with it in the astral plane. 2 heavy armed legions proved sufficient for this purpose. All responding Ravens pursued Hades through the astral plane. Target was successfully eliminated without injury to any Energy Processing Center employees. 1 Raven officer suffered minor injuries resulting from rapid adjustment to the astral plane, but this presented no danger to the operation. Notes: confirmed structural aberration in 1 area of the Energy Processing Center. Arc energy production is expected to fall approximately 2% until this contamination is properly removed. Removal will take an estimated 1 month. Zone 31, Artificial Nature Park, retrieval of lost pet. Captain Akira Howard took it upon themselves to handle this civilian request personally. Cooperation of the other Ravens, Captain Howard used a Wolf Legion to trace the missing dog to a newly formed gate. What? The Artificial nature park was immediately closed off upon the discovery of the gate. Captain Howard entered the astral plane in search of the missing dog, but was unable to find it. So Captain Howard personally notified the owner. The other ravens on the scene eliminated the gate. Whereabouts of the missing dog remains unknown. No officer or civilian injury to report. Does he have a wolf legion? All Zone 10 police officer. ARI data breach. The ARI is notified of a potential leak. Highly classified information is believed to have left ARI walls. A high-level security clearance is required to access the data in question. So chances are extremely high that the leak is of the doing of a mole within the ARI staff. Due to the nature of the data, it is imperative that the public not learn of the leak. Dr. Josef Calvert has ordered an internal investigation and security audit at the ARI. Also, due to the nature of the data, it is likely that this data breach will become a police matter. All precincts are to have staff on standby in case the persons responsible for the leak are identified. Park Police Department, Zone 10 Criminal Affairs Bureau. How am I? No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Is there anything in these nope. I was gonna say, is there anything in these case files that might lead towards a 4-digit code? I was trying just like a bunch of nonsense, but then I started trying to just use dates that I was seeing. Okay. Lappy's Christmas Eve. What do you know? It's Christmas Eve, but Chimeras don't celebrate Christmas, so Neuron can't take the night off to soak in the holiday season either. Old Lappy's right here with you. Why? I can't think of a better way to spend the holidays than hunkering down here in the office with all of you. There's no present nicer than a job well done, right? Right? But it is Christmas after all, so I made cookies. You know, last year's weren't exactly the tastiest. Could forget Joey's hilarious impression of a guy vomiting. But I've been working on my recipe and I think this batch is perfect. Can't wait until you're all back so I can spread some Christmas cheer. And don't you worry if you didn't get Lappy anything. Your smiling face is the only present I need. Even yours, Joey. Sincerely yours, Lappy. Alright, civilian seminar location, the police headquarters, 10th floor, December 25th, 2077. How you can avoid redshift. Summary. Unfortunately, not many people attended. Oh no. Maybe it was the date? Yes. Let's say it was an intimate conversational environment. The usual crowd of old folks showed up to share some of their hard-earned wisdom, so all in all I call the seminar a success. Went over how to tell whether an area is dangerously corrupted or not, and what to do if you think you're starting to redshift. Most of the audience listened. Note, Lappy was not present for this lecture. In other news, can't help but notice nobody ate any of Lappy's Christmas cookies last night. Oh, sad. He told me he got tired of following you around the office with a plate full of cookies, and he just plain overheated. It's like it's a lot running around for a dog like Lappy to do in the middle of the summer. Lappy asked me to thank Captain Max and the one kind soul with enough Christmas spirit to stop for a cookie. Lappy went ahead and let him have everyone else's too. You missed out, maybe next year. I thought I'd ask him how they tasted, but he doesn't seem to be here today. He must have gotten one of those Christmas summer colds going around the ark. But don't worry, Lappy's already whipped up some more sweets for him, since he liked the last one so much, Marie. Alright, to all my friends at Neuron. Sure it's lonely here in the basement of police headquarters now that all of you have been reassigned to different precincts. Even Kira is pretty scarce these days. I guess being captain of the Ravens must keep you pretty busy. Even though I never got a chance to see your smiling faces in these halls, I hope you all know I'm cheering for you as hard as ever. Everyone here on the Ark depends on you to keep us safe, yours truly included, so don't forget, okay? Finally, I had some bad news. I received a letter telling me I've been reassigned. As of today, I'm officially back with the Traffic Enforcement Department. You all know what that means. No more Maria Neuron, and even more tragically, no more Lappy. Sad. Yeah, extra sad. But don't worry about us. Lappy and me will get by. Who knows, maybe you'll see me out there someday while you're crossing the street, and if you do, you better say hi. Forever yours, Marie. Yes, as a parting gift to Neuron, I will be sure to get these floors so clean you could eat off them before I go. I didn't see anything in here that would, like, let us unlock those other files. Let's try I mean, it's also, like, hyper-dependent, you know? If I just... hold on. There's 3 of these. Alright, I don't know how. Complicit. Knowingly participating in a wrongful act, aiding or abetting others' crimes.
Hey, is now a good time? Come find me on the roof. I need to talk to you.
Ugh, I don't want to talk to fucking Hal. Jin, shush. Trying to concentrate. Alicia will never let me hear the end of it if she files all of her reports before I do again. Alright, hanging in there? Lucky you, we don't have any urgent cases at the moment. Try to relax while you can, okay? Tell us all about any new developments, and don't forget, when you're out there, you represent Neuron. Your iris working properly? Let me know if that needs any recalibration. Isn't that what the tech guys are for in the other basement? Another day, another dull inventory check. If you find any interesting items on the field, don't hold out on me, okay? So wait, one quick thing. Legion status co-op system. Those files are inaccessible now, I think. Which means there must have been a way to unlock those files with codes from the other... Oh, shit. I won't lie to you, I'm jealous that you've gotten a Legion. I hope you'll get to use it sometime. Hold on, I might look up the file codes, because, I mean, I've done it before, like, I've played through the game before, obviously. Astral chain file 6 codes. Ah, okay. I will restart it just to read those other ones. Quick. How do you leave the file? File options. Or yeah. Nope. Shut up. Skip. Next. Yes. I would not have guessed what the code would have been. Via, it's apparently the twins' birthday, but I don't know how I would have figured that out. Alright. Okay, they told me to write whenever I wanted, so as long as I wrote... So okay, I'm writing. Someone's gotta keep a record of all this, it might as well be me, not that anyone's ever gonna see it anyways. Give my most honest impression, all this feels like I've been invited out by a senior officer and dropped in a raw situation as a cruel prank. My dad was a cop, 2, and I always wanted to be just like him. I had dreams of saving the world, all that. But when you get out on the front lines for real, there's not any kind of hope that won't get shaken up. It won't get shaken just a bit. I can feel mine shaking pretty hard right now. 2 more of my squad turned today, Kevin and Shintaro. There's no word for how it feels when the squaddy had your back yesterday and you gotta kill him to survive today. No good ones anyways. Or anyway. No words for the feeling when you realize it could be you tomorrow. How are you supposed to keep the peace with a feeling like that kicking around in your head? Nothing you can do but try and ignore it long enough to get out there and destroy more of the damn gates, hoping there's an end to them someday. That's enough writing for now. I better get moving. Max. Damn. Oh, that opened all the files. Alright, I wrote all this down as it happened, and now I'm putting it here because someone should remember the worst damn thing that ever happened on the Ark. That's just my responsibility as a survivor, I guess. Sorry nobody who's actually good at writing made it out alive. I put it all down as best and as I can, but there's a lot I didn't know too well to begin with. And a lot more I can't stand to write in detail. So keep that in mind as you read this, if you read this. 11/24/2058, so a day before our birthday as the twins, apparently. Potentially, 2058. I mean, yeah, you're around 20, I think, so this checks out. The whole disaster response unit got called up at once. We knew right away we were dealing with something like we'd never seen before. You could hear it in the voices of the brass as they gave the order and told us we were going to Zone 09. Alright, and then, like, basically 17 minutes later, here we are. They tried to fill us in on the way over, but they undersold how bad it'd be. The whole zone's toast at a street level, and the humans left redshifted went upwards, and they say, towards the top of the buildings to get away. And when our choppers touched down, we immediately started loading people back on them to get them out. There aren't enough helicopters. Captain took one look at the scene and immediately called for backup. No head count or anything. He didn't need one. Not sure the backup ever came. It already feels like we've been here forever. Gonna gather a posse and see what we can find down below. More aberrations the lower we go. It's not like we do it on the outside. It's not like how we do it on the outside. No clearance from the Union necessary, no reports to file afterward, just kill through the aberrations and hope there's any survivors to be found. I don't know how long it's been since the last time I wrote. I know the sun came up and it felt like I'd never seen light before. Then I saw the light was glinting off a giant goddamn wall coming up and all around. Whatever that wall is, I get the feeling we're on the wrong side of it. We hurried back up the roads like we were trying to race it. The captain was the only one still there. He waited around for us, bless him. How did he say it? The Union made the call, boys. They're cutting this zone off. There were still survivors down below, and he knew that, but I guess orders are orders. He said our ride out would be there in an hour. The way I saw it, I had an hour to save whoever I could and took off running. I found out later I'd have probably died along with the captain and the rest if I'd stayed. I felt like hell, but in the end I could only save a few people, including 2 babies who I figured must have found the worst possible time and place in human history to be born. When I looked down from the hatch of the helicopter that finally took me out of there, the only thing I could see below me was more faces watching us as we flew away without them. That's all. Truth be told, and I know maybe they're reading this, and I don't care. I don't have any more reason to stay in this shit outfit, following orders for the shit government, except I found something I have to keep safe. Those two babies I wrote about before. As long as I have them, I know there's something new and pure just in this world that I can protect. I have a reason to keep fighting until the whole world is like that, and until the whole world is like that again. This shit is just like this shit outfit, this shit government, it all sucks. Alright, here's the last one. I'm writing another, so like Max is really going through it the whole time. No wonder he kind of just sacrificed himself. He was already like done. I'm writing another one of these things because what else am I gonna do? I got myself hurt again. It's the first time in a while They've had to haul me back to this hospital. I'm sorry to break the streak. The last thing I remember before I woke up here was taking on some beast-type chimera or other. Guess Jin and Alicia must have finished it off. Good to have some young blood on the team. Sounds like I was the only one who got hurt, so that's a relief. It makes me wonder how much longer I can keep doing this. I figure it's still 10 years or so until twins are officially adults, so I should hang in there until then. If this is the worst of it, I can stick it out another decade just for them. I'm already tired of lying here in the hospital, but they tell me rushing out will only land me back in here again. For longer next time. I'll ask Jin to watch the kids for now. I'd rather have a couple more years before they learn to talk like Alicia. Okay, I'm glad I like reloaded the file just for that, because like, damn, that adds some context to Max.
Hey, is now a good time?
No, it's never a good time.
Come find me on the roof. I need to talk to you.
Alright, I'm gonna skip through. Not that I think these really matter, but I just want to make sure. So basically, something happened in Zone 9 that caused the redshift, or a massive scale redshift. And then they closed. Oh shit, there's way more to be doing here. But yeah, no, they had a massive thing that caused a big redshift event, potentially caused by ARI. Would be my guess. I gotta stop believing, dude. I'm also assuming something with Yosef because of what Jenna was saying. Marie got moved to traffic duty. Is that important? Does Marie know stuff? Do we think? I'm very curious to see what the fortune teller person will say. Alright, what's Alan got? Wait, Marie is still here. Don't you look all breezy and carefree. You better not be taking it too easy. I need my rival to stay sharp. You get rusty and give up, where's that leave me? Now, if you're thinking of handing over your legion now, that's different. No. Never. I'm in the middle of a big project here. This dirt sure is formidable. Keep at it, Marie. Alright, he's still here. What's been going on lately? I think I forgot how to relax. Am I doing it right? I mean, you're in the doctor's office. You tell me. Oh, wait. Oh, no, that's fine. Different menu. Alright, maybe this is your chance to unwind some. Why not go down to Harmony Square and treat yourself to something? Can you do that? Let's drop something off for the toilet fairy. Still nothing important there. Get that. Ooh, nice. Ah, nothing beats a nice, refreshing alkali cola. Go on, take a sip. So quiet, I think I forgot what it's like to not be worried about anything. Should I be worried about that? Probably. I don't know. Probably not, actually. Don't stress yourself. You should take the chance to rest up. How about lying down with a good book or catching up with a special someone? guys talking about cats now. This is going on. I feel like I might just curl up for a little cat nap. Don't you worry, I'll be sure to land on my feet next time we gotta jump into action. Alright, let's go to the safe house, feed the cats the cat food, grab the item. Garage. So they just give you stuff to sell, essentially, it looks like. Alright, how's our guy, Tabuchi? Heading on patrol, buddy? I've got a fresh tuned up bike with your name on it. I wish. I think the only bike scene we get is that one at the very beginning, sadly. That's a sick ass intro. I guess that's the thing you can count on Bayonetta for all the time. Is you're gonna get lots of mini games that are very fun with very cool things going on every time. Alright, what's everybody doing in here? It's not enough that I gotta keep an eye on all you guys, but I have to think of new training methods too. What? Think I'm gonna let old Jin have all the fun? Yes. Training's vital, but I'm so tired. Please let me rest. So many cases popping up these days, it pays to be ready for anything, physically and mentally. We'll end with Shizu. Ted, did anything, champ? Let's have a chat. What's wrong? What's wrong with me? I'm starting to feel weird when monsters aren't terrorizing the city. Let me let your guard down for a second. I don't have to tell you that, but I will anyway. What are you selling? It's the same stuff, okay. Quiet around here for once. Something I can help you with? Nah, I'm just chatting. I'd like to kick back and relax, but us cops gotta serve and protect, right? Speaking of which, how about you hit the streets? Might be nice to deal with some regular human nonsense for a change. Well, slow day today, huh? Might be a good chance to tune up. Oddly quiet today. It feels like the calm before the storm. Oh, sorry, guess that sounded ominous. You know what they say about idle hands? Quick, show me that X-Baton. Alright, actually, before I forget what I'm really gonna do, combat items. Whoa, an empty can counts? Huh. Alright, maybe I won't register. Alright, what's the thing? The shadows peaceful as the grave. The star, a welcome respite from danger, but don't get too comfortable. There are things even the cards can't foresee, and when we let our guard down, they move. Why can't I go over there? I think that was open once at the beginning of the game, but I haven't seen it open since. Alright, well that was a big lore drop. Lots of lore in this at the start of this case. But we will call it there just because we got the perfect spot to save as well. So, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.